Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Chakwadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, as well as peace and blessings to all the believers of Yahushai. And in this lesson, I'm just going to be reporting on, two major themes that's been going on in news right now concerning prophecy. So I just got, two articles and two scriptures, Lord willing, this is not going to be a long lesson, but Lord willing, this is edifying and to the point. So let's get right into it. This first article here is from ABC News. It says, U.S. retaliatory airstrikes update. White House vows to take more action after deadly drone attack. And, it's been a lot of tension stirring up over there in the Middle East. America just got through sending airstrikes against the Houthis for them, firing on their ships. And now America's sending retaliatory strikes for, those 3 American soldiers that died. So I'm just going to read these 3 paragraphs here. It says, the United States on Friday began to carry out airstrikes against Iran-backed militants and Iranian military targets in Iraq and Syria in retaliation for a drone attack on an American base in Jordan on January 28th that killed 3 U.S. service members. It says dozens of other American troops were wounded in the drone attack on the Tower 22 base near Jordan's border with Iraq and Syria. The U.S. says Iran is responsible for funding and arming the militants, while Iran has denied involvement. U.S. President Joe Biden had quickly warned that America will respond forcefully, escalating U.S. involvement in the Middle East after months of trying to contain tensions from boiling over into a broader war in the region. This is good news to hear. It's good to see that America is getting more involved in the Middle East. How the scriptures say the least of the flock should drive them out. That's what's happening right now. America's getting more and more involved in the Middle East, and Joe Biden hasn't declared war, or asked Congress to declare war. I forgot, the specific time period of how much he can do before, asking Congress for that permission. But we know it's not going to be all out World War III until the MOTB is, being pushed on a wider scale. But, this is major. The Apostle always says, keep your eyes to the Middle East. This is for that exact reason. The apostles and elders and elder brothers been reporting on this. I'm just doing my due diligence and reporting on it as well. But yeah, America, they've responded with more strikes against Iran for, losing those 3 people, as well as, other people that was wounded. But I think that's all I want to say on that. Let's move on to the next article. Well, so let me get the precept that I was going to bring out with this. This is Joel 3:1. The subtitle says, the nations will be judged. Joel 3:1 says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, it says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. This is what we're seeing, the beginnings of it. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is gathering all these different nations, stirring up all the nations in the Red Sea, messing up that trading port. That was messing with a lot of different nations. It's a lot of traffic that comes through the Red Sea. But also just Iran has different allies, America has different allies, and by them fighting each other, that's going to stir up all these different heathen nations. That's what's going on right now. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is getting ready to plead with them. That plead in the Hebrew was Shabbat, going to judge. This Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is getting ready to judge these nations and save the elect. Lord willing, we be of that number. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. But okay, now let's go to the next article on the news concerning the MOTB. This is from nature.com concerning Elon. I'm not going to read too much on this. It's about Elon Musk and his brain chip, I'll just read the first paragraph. It says, Neuralink, the company through which entrepreneur Elon Musk hopes to revolutionize brain-computer interfaces, has implanted a brain-reading device into a person for the first time, according to a tweet posted by Musk on the 29th of January. This is big news, More more huge news concerning the MOTB, because the scripture says, and I'll just read it right quick. Let's just go to Revelation 13 and 16. We know the scriptures. This is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. We've already been seeing people getting C-hips, micro C-hips in their hands all over the place. It's almost common knowledge now. It's been on the news before. And all throughout social media, people showing, I can do this with this chip in my hand. I can do that, blah, blah, blah. I mean, now we're getting into the forehead side of, Elon Musk. And, he's not the only company that has, brain C-hips, But he's just more well-known, I guess. But he's implanted it finally, in the first human, how does it say? Has implanted a brain reading device into a person for the first time, So that is big news. More information concerning the prophecy of this mark, that the charagma, But it's hard for all these other camps who are not pushing the micro C-hip is being the mark of the beast. They're gonna have a lot to answer for, because it's clear as day. It's being pushed. The Most High is making it very plain that the micro C-hip is the MOTB. It's not sin. It's not an embargo. None of that stuff. It's a physical mark that will be placed into you. It's right. The Most High is putting it right in your face. But it was how Romans 11 and 7 says. The elect has obtained that which he seeketh for, and the rest were blinded. The Most High just got these other camps, and these 2/3 blinded to what's going on. But to us that are in the know, we should keep this. We should keep having faith. These things that the prophecies unfolding should boost our faith. But that was really it. I don't want to ramble on too much. But, I'll read Revelation 13 and 16 again, and just break all that down. It says, and he causeth all. We know that he is talking about, the elites of Esau, Edom, the banking families. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, small and great, whether you have a low position in society or you're well known. You got a high status in society, rich and poor, that's self-explanatory. You got some money or you ain't got no money. Free and bond, whether you're not incarcerated or you're in jail, you locked up, you don't got your freedom. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And, that mark, when you go into I'll just get it. When you go into the interlinear and you get in the Greek, that mark, it's charagma, Salakia. Yeah, here it is. It's G5480 that is charagma, which means a thing carved out of outline of biblical usage. The second definition says thing carved, sculpture, graven work. This is going to be a physical mark that's going to have to be graven into you. That's going to have to cut into your skin. And you got the root word, which is karax, which that goes into that instrument. It says outline of biblical usage, a pale or stake or palisade, which that represents that syringe. The syringe needle. If you look up what a pale or stake or a palisade is, and then the last root word of it is grapho, and under outline of biblical usage, you'll see under the second definition and letter D, it says to write to one, i.e. by writing in a written epistle to give information, directions. This going into the directions that's going to be on that microchip. The different, your bank information, your health information, things of that nature, and various miscellaneous things, But all these things that we can see unfolding right now should boost our faith more and more that, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is true. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is true. That, we that this truth is real at the end of the day. Well, I'm not going to ramble on too much. I'm going to end the lesson right there. Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, and double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in peace and blessings to the 144,000, pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, as well as peace and blessings to all the believers of Yahweh Shai. Shalom.